Hey everyone, I'm Clara, and today we're going to talk about some pirate YA. So this last week we had our Pirate Day, and for some people that just might not be enough to celebrate the pirate aesthetic in their souls. Are you still interested in some piratey stories? Some high-sea adventures? Well then this list is going to be perfect for you. There are loads of piratey books for teens, and so this is just a small selection of what we have available, both in the library and in the larger system. If this just isn't enough for you and you're looking for more suggestions, check out the library's pirate book display that is being featured all the month of April. Let's start with some historical piratey books. First, there's the Bloody Jack series by L.A. Meyer. Now, our copy of the first book in this series is currently missing, but you can easily request it from other libraries in the system. The full title of the first one, and I'm going to read this so I don't mess it up, is Bloody Jack being an account of the curious adventures of Mary Jackie Faber Ship's Boy by L.A. Meyer. In the first book, 13-year-old orphan Jackie Faber disguises herself as a boy and joins the crew of the HMS Dolphin to hunt pirates on the high seas. The next one is a little bit more paranormal and is the Vampirates series by Justin Somper. In the first book of the series, Demons in the Ocean, twins Connor and Grace are shipwrecked and separated. Connor is able to get on a pirate ship and learn sword fighting and other swashbuckling skills, and Grace is stuck on a vampire ship, Vampire Pirates, and is in significantly more danger, and the two strive to find each other again. Next, we have Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseler. This book follows the journey of 17-year-old Alosa, who is a pirate captain on a search for an ancient hidden map. She starts this journey by allowing herself to be captured by her enemies, and we'll see where she goes from there. Next, we have The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. Now, I can't quite explain how this one involves pirates because that gets a little bit spoilery, but the general premise of the book is that Monty is on his year-long tour of Europe with his best friend Percy and his sister Felicity. Things start going wrong pretty quickly, and what started as a grand tour becomes a grand adventure across all of Europe, escaping people who want to get them killed and trying to save people who might just not realize they need saving. And finally, we have Isle of Swords by Wayne Thomas Batson. Now, Coos Bay doesn't have this one, but you can request it from the other libraries in our system. In this book, the main character wakes up on an island, seriously injured, totally alone, and has no idea how he got there. As he starts investigating his surroundings, he begins getting caught between two feuding pirates who are searching for a hidden treasure on the same island. Next, we've got a book with a more modern-day story involving pirates. This book is none other than Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. In this satirical look at passion life and the values of culture, we follow the contestants of the Miss Teen Dream pageant after their airplane crash has stranded them on a deserted island. They have to decide on leaders, decide on priorities and want new skills to learn, and decide what exactly they're going to do about the sexy pirates that show up to meet them. And for our last category, we're going to look at some sci-fi and fantasy pirate stories. Let's start with Nick of Time by Ted Bell. This story interweaves two different timelines. One story is in 1805, where Nick, the main character, has traveled via a time machine to help his ancestor fight off the pirates that are threatening the English Royal Navy. And the other takes place in 1939, when Nick's sister Grace is trying to find a way to help her father defeat the German U-boats during World War II. Next, we have some space pirates in the stories A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, and the sequel, A Closed and Common Orbit. This series follows main character Rosemary in her adventures with her new ship and new crew, the Wayfarer, and is great for fans of the series Firefly. Speaking of space pirates, we can also order in the Divine Space Pirate series by C.S. Johnson. In the first book, The Heights of Perdition, main character Eros is captured by space pirates and ends up starting to fall in love with their captain, which may be a bit of a problem since he is their nation's arch-enemy. And finally, we also have The Abyss Surrounds Us by Emily Skrutsky, and its sequel, The Edge of the Abyss. If you need a more personal recommendation, this is my favorite pirate story of all time. In The Abyss Surrounds Us, Cassie Long trains reckoners, which are sea monsters that help protect their ships from pirate attacks. But when on her first mission, Cassie's reckoner is killed and she's taken by pirates, she realizes that the world she was raised in is much less black and white than she had originally realized. And now for upcoming events. This evening we have our Books to Film book club at 6 o'clock. We've got the Tween Book Club on Thursday the 19th. Lego Club and Maker Madness are both on Friday the 20th. And on Saturday the 21st, we've got our 12th annual Young Authors Tea. At this event, young writers of all ages, from pre-K through high school, are invited to come talk about and share their work, amid an enthusiastic audience and some tasty treats. And that's it for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below, or email me at coosbaylibrary@gmail.com. If you're interested in any of our upcoming events, check out our events calendar at coosbaylibrary.org. And if you're interested in getting involved in this channel or these videos, talk to Becca or I in the Youth Services Department, or come to our next Teen Advisory Group or TAG meeting. I'll link some information for TAG in the description below. And that's all for this week, folks. Come check us out. We hope to see you soon.